everyone, welcome back to my channel. First and foremost, I want to take a moment to express my heartfelt gratitude to each and every one of you. The overwhelming love, support, and thoughtful comments you shared on my last video truly means the world to me. Seeing how engaged you were, taking the time to watch and share, reminded me why I am so passionate about creating content for you. Your support keeps me going, and I am incredibly grateful for this growing community we are building together. So, from the bottom of my heart, thank you for being here, for trusting me with your time, and for joining me on this journey. Once again, welcome to my YouTube channel. This is Jina Nishan, and here we explore the most chilling true crime cases, both solved and unsolved. It was a night meant for celebration. A new year was a beginning filled with hope and promises. But for 19-year-old Janvi Kukreja, the clock striking midnight would mark the beginning of her final hours. A night that started with laughter and friendship ended in betrayal, brutality, and blood. December 31st, 2020. Mumbai pulsed with life as the city prepared to bid farewell to a turbulent year and usher in 2021. Among the many families celebrating the evening was that of 19-year-old Janvi Kukreja, a psychology student at Jai Hind College. It was a special night in the Kukreja household as they celebrated her father's birthday, filling the home with warmth, laughter, and a sense of togetherness. Janvi, the apple of her parents' eyes, had big dreams. She was bright, kind, and ambitious, with an aspiration to study abroad. Her parents trusted her deeply, knowing she was a grounded and responsible young woman. As the family shared the final meal of the year, no one could have imagined it would be the last time they would see their beloved Janvi alive. The evening seemed perfect until Janvi received a call from her best friend Dia Patalkar. Dia, her neighbor and confidant for over 14 years, was insistent that Janvi join her at another party later that night. The two were inseparable, often spending time at each other's house, and Janvi's parents trusted Dia like their own daughter. The three headed to a party at Bhagwati Heights, a high-rise building in Khar, where a group of friends had gathered to celebrate on the terrace. It was just after 11:30 p.m. on New Year's Eve when Janvi Kukreja, along with her best friend Dia Padalkar and their close friend Shri Jodankar, arrived at the party at Bhagwati Heights in Khar. The night was full of excitement, with music playing, drinks being served, and laughter in the air as everyone celebrated the arrival of 2021. The group joined a small circle of friends, the atmosphere carefree and festive. But beneath the surface, a storm was quietly brewing. Janvi, Dia, and Shri had been inseparable. Their friendship seemed unbreakable. A trio that shared everything. But as the hours passed, the atmosphere began to shift. While the music blurred and conversation flowed, subtle tensions started growing between the trio. Tensions that had been simmering under the surface finally came to a head when Janvi noticed something that left her devastated. Reports suggest that Janvi caught Shri and Dia in a compromising position. It was a betrayal, not just from one, but from both people she trusted the most. As the night went on, those close to the trio began to notice the growing discord between them. Witnesses later recalled seeing disagreements between Janvi, Dia, and Shri. Some said Janvi grew visibly upset when she saw Shri and Dia getting too close, their interaction far more intimate than she ever expected. Others claimed a heated argument soon broke out between the three, though no one anticipated how violent things would become. The confrontation between the three friends reached a boiling point, and what followed was nothing short of chaos. Around 2 a.m., the party was shattered by an explosive argument. Voices were raised, accusations hurled, and the bond that had once seemed unbreakable shattered in an instant. Witnesses said Janvi was furious. her emotions raw and her anger unmistakable. The fight escalated quickly, turning physical in a way no one could have predicted. Sometime between 1:30 and 2 a.m., in the dark hours of the night, Janvi Kukreja's life was brutally ended. What began as a confrontation among friends spiraled into violence. At 6 a.m., a resident walking her dog through the building's hallways made a shocking discovery: blood dripping from the staircase. By this time, the party was long ended. The revelers, either too intoxicated to notice or already gone, had no idea that a brutal murder had occurred in the very place where laughter and music had filled the air just hours earlier. As the resident alerted others, the atmosphere in the high-rise shifted. What had once been a celebration had now transformed into a grim crime scene. The police arrived at the scene soon after, but the suspect had vanished into the night. The building, once a place of festive cheer, had become the backdrop of a chilling investigation. Law enforcement began their meticulous work, collecting fingerprints, hair samples, and swabs from the area. Every inch of the staircase was scrutinized for clues, as the search for answers began in earnest. Meanwhile, the question lingered on everyone who had attended the party. Who was involved? Who knew what had happened? And why was Janvi brutally attacked by those she once trusted? The news of Janvi's death reached her family in the early hours of the morning, shattering their world. At 5 a.m., her mother Nidhi Kukreja received the heart-wrenching call that no parent ever wants to hear. She could have been saved if someone had taken her to the hospital, Nidhi said, her voice breaking with grief. But instead, those she called friends abandoned her in her final moments. Nidhi's pain and grief were palpable as she grappled with the realization that the people Janvi had trusted the most had failed her in her time of need. Investigators believe the argument between Janvi, Shri and Dia escalated to a point of an assault. Janvi's injuries were horrifying, 48 in total, with her skull fractured in 2 places. Blood stains and theft of her hair were found across multiple floors, suggesting she had been dragged with immense force. Bloodstains found on the 5th floor, the site of Janvi's earrings on the staircases, and the severe injuries on her body all painted a chilling picture of what had unfolded. The staircase, which had earlier served as a passage for partygoers, had now become the silent witness to a horrifying crime, its steps soaked in blood. The police worked relentlessly to piece together the horrifying events of that fateful night, determined to uncover the truth behind Janvi's brutal death. Every detail was scrutinized as they recreated the crime scene using dummies, examined blood patterns, and pored over CCTV footage. A key piece of evidence emerged from the building's surveillance camera footage showing Sri Jodankar rushing down the staircase. His shirt was torn, his hands and clothes stained with blood. He appeared disoriented, stumbling as he hurried to flee the scene. It was a chilling sight, offering a glimpse into a cause that had unfolded mere moments before. As the horror unraveled, the police arrested Shri and Dia hours after the murder, accusing them of being involved in Janvi's death. However, their stories raised more questions than they answered. The next few days brought more confusion, especially for Janvi's mother Nidhi. She struggled to understand why someone so kind and loving like her daughter had to meet such a brutal fate. Initially, media reports suggested a love triangle, which claims that Shri had been romantically involved with Janvi, and the situation escalated when he became closer to Dia during the party. This, the reports claimed, caused Janvi to confront Shri, leading to a confrontation that turned deadly. However, Janvi's mother Nidhi vehemently denied these claims. She maintained that Shri and Janvi were just friends, and there were no romantic involvement between them. This love angle, though widely discussed in the media, did not make sense to her. It only deepened the confusion and heartbreak of a mother who couldn't comprehend why her daughter was targeted in such a violent manner. The CCTV footage became a cornerstone of the investigation. It captured Shri leaving the scene and later walking over a kilometer before hailing a cab. This footage, while crucial, introduced complexities to the case. Shri's lawyer argued that the footage disapproved allegations of premedication. He claimed that Shri had sustained significant injuries, including fractured ribs and a dislocated spine, indicating that he too had been attacked that night. Shri's last recollection, according to his lawyer, involved heated arguments. He claimed to have blacked out after the fight, only to wake up injured and disoriented. With an 8-inch wound on the back of his head, Shri allegedly managed to walk over a kilometer to hail a cab and seek treatment at Sion Hospital. His lawyer presented this narrative as evidence that Shri was not the aggressor but the victim of circumstances. Dia's version of events added another layer of complexities to the case. She told investigators that she had tried to intervene in an argument between Shri and Janvi on the staircase. In the cause, Dia claimed that she was stuck in the face, causing her to lose her balance and fall against the railing. Bleeding heavily, she said she stumbled to a friend's apartment on the second floor where she eventually fainted. While Dia maintained that she had no motive to harm Janvi, her account also raised questions. Her lawyer emphasized her lack of intent and pointed to inconsistencies in the accusation against her. However, like Shri, her stories also left gaps that investigators struggled to fill. One of the most baffling aspects of the case was the silence of the other party attendees. Despite the apparent commotion, no one claimed to have seen or heard anything unusual. This silence deepened the mystery and left Janvi's family devastated. The lack of eyewitnesses only made the investigation more challenging. The police reconstructed the sequence of events, but each detail seemed to lead to more unanswered questions. Both Shri and Dia remained in judicial custody, facing charges under Section 302 for murder, while Shri's legal team prepares his bail application. The Kukrejas vehemently oppose it, determined to seek justice for their daughter. The murder of Janvi Kukreja has left an indelible mark, sparking conversation about trust, betrayal, and the fragility of human relationship. Her family continues to fight for justice, refusing to let her story fade into obscurity. As her family continues their fight for justice, Janvi's story has become a symbol, a cautionary tale that urges us all to look closer at the bonds we form, to speak up against wrongs, and to never turn a blind eye to someone in need. At the end, this tragedy serves as a grim reminder of the importance of empathy, vigilance, and standing up for what's right. Justice for Janvi isn't just about punishing the guilty. It's about ensuring that such tragedies never happen again. Thank you for watching, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more stories.